Users want both beauty and utility from their watch faces. They want bite-sized information combined with the style they love. If you have an app, adding a complication data provider offers a simple way to engage with users on Wear OS. Success means you now own a piece of the screen real estate that the user wears all day. My name is Robin, and I will walk you through the concept and development steps behind a complication data provider. One of the core UI features of Wear OS by Google is the watch face. Users can choose from those shipped with their device or from third-party developers. This provides style, but what about utility? In user research, we found that users like to access bite-sized information from their watch face. This can range from the date to the current temperature. We call these complications, a term used by traditional watchmaking. One way this can be done is for each watch face to make their own business steals and bespoke integration with all the app data sources that the user can possibly want. Clearly, this is not a scalable solution. As a result, we created the Complications API to connect watch faces with all the app data sources on the watch. There's no need for business and data format agreements. They all pass the data according to an agreed format. With the Complications API, the user can choose the watch face that expresses their style and the data they find the most useful. If you have a mobile application, think about what is the one piece of data the user would most like to know and focus on that. The next step is to see how that data can be expressed in the different types. With Wear OS, we provide a large variety of choices, from short text to large image. Try to support as many types as you reasonably can. This will ensure the widest support from watch faces. Now that you have decided what data items to show and how they should be expressed, it's time to code. To get started, you can follow the step-by-step code lab listed here, and I will highlight some of the key components in this code lab. At its core, a complication data provider is a service that extends complication provider service. Once the user has selected your complication data source, Wear OS will bind to the service and request data when it is needed. There are 3 methods I would like to highlight. First, the onComplication update method. This is called every time the system requests complication data. Since the same data provider can supply multiple data types, pay particular attention to which type of data is requested before returning. The second and third methods are a pair, onComplication activated and onComplication deactivated. These methods are optional and are usually not used. They are called when a watch face starts or stops displaying data from your complication. If there is data being stored for a particular instance of a complication, it can be set up in activated and cleared in deactivated. In addition to the complication provider service, 2 metadata tags in the Android manifest are worth highlighting. The first tells the system which complication data types your provider supports. The second tells the system how often the complication should be refreshed. 2 things to note here. First, although the attribute is called update period seconds, think of this period in minutes, and the longer the better. This is for battery conservation. Second, if your service receives updates via push, you can set the update to trigger at irregular periods by setting this attribute to 0. And instead, trigger updates using Provider Update Requester. You can find full details of how this is done in the code lab. If you are a mobile app developer, creating a complication data provider is one of the simplest and meaningful ways you can support your users on Wear OS. Give it a try. For more details, check out the code lab mentioned.